Hey everybody, you're listening to WXCD 107.3. This is your weekly news wrap-up. I'm DJ Nikki in the studio today with the beautiful Miss Cassie from ElwoodCity.org. How are you?
I'm okay, Nikki. For, again, 1 week, I've made it through not sick.
Hey.
Knock on wood.
Well, I'm a little bit sick. I think I just have the sniffles because the weather keeps changing. But man, my daughter was up all night sick. I mean, puking sick.
It's crazy because I was actually just at the doctor's recently for a checkup, and I mentioned that, I was, getting sick quite often. He was like, that's everybody this winter.
Yeah. I felt really bad. I made this extremely nice dinner last night, and about 4 bites into dinner, she was like, I don't feel good. And I was like, man, I put a lot of effort into that. You know what I'm saying?
Could you save it?
We had some leftovers, but I had made like a beef brisket, and I had made parsley
man.
potatoes. I made a homemade peach pie. I made a Greek salad, like all this like great food.
Oh, it sounds delicious, too.
And I was like, yes, night off of work, nice dinner. And then she got sick. And about an hour after we finished eating dinner, I heard her run into the bathroom. She was puking. I felt bad. She woke me up about 6 o'clock this morning, and she was like, I've been puking all night.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I didn't get that kind of sick, and hopefully I don't get it from her,
I've heard that, stomach bugs aren't really, a communicable thing.
Right, they're definitely not as catchy as, like head colds and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
However, if it's the flu is pretty contagious. And a friend of mine, he works at a bigger radio station. He Snapchatted me the other day and said he had a temperature of 103.7.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, that's burning up right there.
Oh, yeah.
And I tuned in, and sure enough, he was still on the radio. Like, he went in sick with 103 temperature.
Oh, man.
I know. I'm like, that's some dedication there, know.
That really is.
I'd have been calling my music director, being like, run a rerun.
Yeah, hopefully he took some Tylenol or Advil and got his fever
I'd
down.
be taking both.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got going on for the weekly news wrap-up this week?
Okay, well, the most interesting thing that we've had going on the site this week is there's going to be a ice cream parlor back on Lawrence Avenue.
I know, sweet.
I know. Speaking of sweet, it's called Sweet Caroline's, and the biggest hype about it is that they are going to be teaming up with Windy Ridge Dairy to bring them all of their amazing ice cream flavors. And I mean, I'm guessing by your reaction, you've had Windy Ridge Dairy before.
It's phenomenal.
I've never had, flavors so good before.
Have you ever had the bacon one? It's like bacon and caramel.
Ice cream?
Yes.
No.
I guarantee it. Everybody always said everything's better with bacon. Somebody finally realized that so was ice cream.
No, I haven't had it. Is it a common flavor that they carry?
I don't know if it's a common, I don't know if it's an all the time thing or it's a once in a while thing, but it's it's vanilla ice cream, has bacon in it, has caramel in it.
It actually has bacon bits in it.
Like pieces of bacon, like little pieces. It's phenomenal.
I don't know why, but that actually sounds kind of delicious.
No, it is, because it's like that. It's that perfect savory and sweet.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It's perfect.
I'll have to see if they have that next time I'm down there.
Oh,
but I
so
know,
good.
even just their milk flavors, their special seasonal milk flavors are amazing. The one I had last was their pumpkin spice milk, and I can't even, tell you how many times I went back to get,
you need to go
several.
get mint, because, I mean, it's St. Patty's Day weekend, girl. You need some mint milk in your life.
See, I don't pay attention to, what their new flavors are, so I didn't even know
mint's
that they
easy to
had.
find, because it's green.
Is it good?
Yes. Have you never had that, have you ever had a mint green shake from, a fast food place ever?
I don't think so. I don't
they're
really...
really good. Actually, there's a fast food place here in Elwood City, and we can't name names, but they've actually come out with 4 different mint versions, and it ranges from coffees to milkshakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's all kinds of options.
That actually sounds...
Yeah, I can't tell you who it is,
well.
but,
yeah,
I can tell you who it is, when I'm not on the radio.
Right.
Yeah.
But conversation's making me kind of hungry.
I know, right? And the only thing I can offer you is sugar-free candy. That's all I got over here.
Yeah, you already did give me a sugar-free Reese's peanut butter cup.
I lost 16 pounds since Valentine's Day. Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Literally just all I did was I stopped drinking pop and I stopped eating regular candy.
You know what? I have actually gained weight since.
Well, see, and you wanted to.
Well, no, I didn't want to.
Well, I thought you told me before that you felt like you were too frail, too little.
Well, I felt.
I don't know. I
as
saw
though,
you in
like-
your rave outfit. I think you look just about perfect. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like I've gained like too much weight, but no.
No.
Whenever they weighed me at the doctor's yesterday, I was like 5 pounds more than I usually am. I'm usually 112. I was 117.
So you're the size of a 13-year-old at this point.
I was quite upset with myself, but I kind of felt like I knew I was going to put on weight anyways because for some reason in the wintertime, especially since I'm not working out,
does though.
there's like nothing else to do but sit inside and like eat.
I probably my biggest cheat I think recently has been that I made a homemade peach pie, and it wasn't just a one-time thing because last week I made homemade cherry pie. So
I feel like if it's homemade though, it's not as like sugary or as bad for you.
yeah,
as-
it's not. It's definitely not as bad as like eating a cake or something at a birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
Because icing literally is just like lard and sugar.
Oh my god, I know, but it's so good.
Well, you know what else I made last night though with my dinner? This has nothing to do with the news. I'm sorry. I made homemade honey and agave nectar butter, and we
I
put it
had-
on the biscuits. Girl,
but-
it was beyond good.
Agave nectar is apparently supposed to be worse for you than just like plain sugar because there's so much sugar content in it.
Yeah, but agave nectar and honey, the natural sugars in them, the components are different than a processed sugar. And plus, when you're making something like that, I justify it by saying, well, I only had a quarter of a teaspoon, so I'm okay.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
But
it's
literally,
not-
the butter tasted so good, you could like replace it for icing. It was so good.
Man, I love having those like hot dinner rolls that have like
we
these
had
cinnamon
these
butter
big,
on it.
huge. I make tons of flavored butter. Again, this has nothing to do with the news. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's show is the weekly news wrap up / kitchen corner. We'll fake it. No, the things you can do with butter are amazing because you were talking about the cinnamon sugar butter and I had the honey agave butter. I've also made garlic and rosemary butter. I've made bacon butter.
Bacon butter.
I'm telling you, everything's better with bacon. I'm a fat girl. You can believe me. Anything I tell you about food is the truth. No, but we make all kinds of flavored butters all the time. Like if you're doing like a beef brisket, you can do like a butter that has garlic, and you can do rosemary or anything in it, and then literally you put that on top, and when it cooks, it's amazing. It's amazing. Trust me. I'm going to announce that you're in the studio if you keep standing there looking at me like that. Ethan just walked in right in the middle of the show, but I'm going to forgive him because he brought me a grilled chicken sandwich. So I'm okay with that. Okay, so Sweet Caroline's. Do we have a date?
Well, the exact date is not known, but they have given me a rough estimate of they are planning on opening up
For this season.
For this season, probably May, around May.
They should just open for my birthday. That's what I'm saying.
They
If
better
y'all are
be
out there
open by my
listening,
birthday.
you just tell them to open up. We need you to be open for our birthdays. When's your birthday?
June 10th.
Oh, my birthday comes first. Just vote for my birthday because mine's May 18th.
Oh, okay. You know what?
See?
better be open
I
for
got you
yours
on
then.
board. They tell them they need to open for DJ Nikki's birthday.
If they do, we'll do a special on-air segment specifically for them.
Right? We'll have them come in and we'll interview them and we'll taste test a whole bunch
Oh
of
my
flavors on
gosh.
the air. It'd be amazing. It'd be like the greatest birthday ever.
Then we can vote on our favorite one.
Yeah, I think that probably I would vote for like some birthday cake ice cream on my birthday. I'm just saying.
I feel like if you didn't, like, I would just quit.
You're like, I'm done. I'm done with you.
Yeah, I'd be like, this just isn't right. Like, my life is a lie.
We need to set this in motion. We need to talk to the people at Sweet Caroline's and tell them we want to do an interview with a taste testing on the air. It
should
wouldn't be the
totally do
first.
it.
Listen, when we do the Country Corner, I constantly am always hitting Crystal with the segment is called "Hey Crystal, try this," and I always make her try all kinds of new stuff. She went crazy whenever I went on this health food kick. Mm-hmm. Normally, she only has to try one thing
Right.
once a month. Mm-hmm. When I went on the health food kick, I was so excited about all this good stuff I was eating. I literally made her try like 6 different things in one show. She was like, well, I was going to go eat after this, but now I'm full, thanks.
That's how I feel like the past couple times I've been here with you. You've been like, hey, try these blueberry almonds, try this.
I know.
Like,
Well, I'm just because I'm a fat girl. So when I find food that's good for me, that tastes good, I'm excited about it.
Hey, I'm not complaining. You know, I like food just as much. I mean, I didn't gain 5 pounds
Yeah, you could blame
from
it
not
on me.
eating.
You either blame it on the winter or blame it on me. It's okay. Okay, so that's coming up, and you were talking about we have a new cheering thing coming. Tell me about it.
Yes, we have a new all-star competition cheering, which is going to be literally like an Elwood thing because apparently
So is it strictly Elwood, or is it Elwood and Riverside girls together?
it's going to be like anyone in the area. Like the only other one close to here that anyone can really utilize is down in Newcastle. So I guess for anyone in the area that is looking specifically to be on a competitive cheer team, the closest one is probably going to be this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Elwood City Explosion is going to be the team name. Sounds pretty sweet, I thought.
Yeah.
Like, sounds kind of intimidating, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like I'm sitting in a pep rally already.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, have you ever seen like the teen movies? Like Bring
Oh,
It. and
yeah.
all that? Yeah. That would be exciting to
Yeah.
see some really competitive athleticism
Well, and the thing
from
is,
the girls.
yeah,
You know.
the thing is too. Like I asked the woman who's running it. Her name is Nikki DeLuca.
I know Nikki DeLuca.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, she is running it, and she's going to be the coach. And she said that the difference between like a competitive team like that or like a school is that the competitive team is not really limited on the stunts and all the flips and stuff that they can really like teach the
I'll tell you
team
what.
members.
Here's how scary it is, though. I was watching, I watch reality TV. Mm-hmm. That's a horrible admission. But yeah, I was watching a show where a camera crew was following these competitive cheerleaders, and they went to like nationals and all this. And the first video they show you is from far away. You see there's about 25 girls on stage, and they're doing a routine. They're throwing girls in the air, they're doing all this stuff. And then they showed the score, and they tell you that they lost points because one of the girls wasn't smiling during the second half of the routine. Then they show you the camera angle from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. And you realize that during one of the tosses into the air, and this is how dedicated these girls are, during one of the tosses, the girl that came down actually kicked the catching girl in the face. Okay?
By accident, right?
Oh, naturally.
Okay.
It was just a, sheer miss, that.
Right.
So what happened actually was she knocked out 4 of the girls' teeth.
Oh my gosh.
But no, this is the dedication I'm talking about. These girls are like robotic. She continued without missing a beat, but she couldn't smile because she was all bloody and had 4 of her front teeth were knocked out.
Oh my gosh.
And then you kind of felt bad that the judges took away a score. I'd have given her extra points. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
When I found out that she completed a routine after having 4 teeth knocked out, I'd have given her like 10 points.
I'm kind of surprised that she didn't pass out from either blood loss or the pain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably one of those things where it happens so quick that the adrenaline that's already racing from being competitive mixed with the adrenaline of being injured quickly, she probably didn't feel a thing until it was all over with. She probably went backstage and then was like, oh my God,
Where's my teeth? Oh, bless her. When was that?
It was, I don't remember when it was. It was just, a video clip that they were showing, and it talked about the competitive side of cheering.
Wow.
But, I mean, when I was growing up, everybody always thought that the cheerleading girls were just the little prissy girls, These girls were beasts. I mean, as far as in endurance and competitive nature, they were probably as tough as football players. They just looked cuter, that's all.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I definitely think that there is a stipulation that goes with cheerleading along with not only do people think that it's always, as you said, like preppy, kind of prissy girls that do it, but also that it's not a guy's sport at all.
Oh, that's not true either.
No.
Especially not when you get to the competitive level.
Yeah, exactly. I think guys, honestly, are some of the best players, and that's exactly what Nikki said as well. She hopes to see some guys sign up because, she anticipates a lot of girls signing up for it. But she definitely wants to see some guys sign up because she believes
A friend of mine did cheerleading as a male when he was in 10th grade. Mm-hmm. And people used to tease him. They used to tell him, you're doing a girl's sport and all this and that. And he would laugh and say, yeah, but I get to hang out with cheerleaders all the time.
That is, hey.
I mean,
what a champion
what more motivation
answer.
do you need?
Yeah, what a champion answer.
Yeah. He was like, I get to hang out with cheerleaders all the time.
Yeah, no one, like, how could you even say anything, like, negative about it from there on out?
Yeah, right.
I feel like everyone
It's
would be like,
done.
I feel like everyone would then want to start doing it.
Yeah, I would just be like, catch me outside. How about that?
Don't bring that back. Now we're on the Italians.
I announced today, we were in the truck on the way here, and I said, I'm going to declare like a national day where everybody has to talk like that.
I would probably.
My son
like-
said, I think I would kill myself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
don't think I would be able to handle that kind of. I don't know.
The
I don't even know
best
what you'd
the
call
best
it.
impersonation of that girl out of my circle of friends is Ashton, which anybody who's listened to Ashton's show would never believe it because Ashton has the most precise diction in the world. Like he pronounces every letter of every syllable. He's very precise, except when he imitates that girl, and he sounds exactly like her, and it's hilarious. We were cracking up the whole way.
I'll have to. Actually, you'll just have to have him record something.
You know what? He's in the studio today. Before
is
you
he?
leave, I'm going to have him do the impression for you.
Oh, lit,
It'll be legit.
lit. Okay, but we have one more thing
Okay.
that I wanted to bring up because this is something that isn't necessarily just Elwood related. It's nationwide.
Okay.
But Elwood people and anyone here can benefit from it. And I thought this was pretty interesting as well. A very popular Honey Nut Circle cereal brand. That
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we
gonna
can't say the name, Rand, but I'm sure you can figure it out.
It is on our website.
There you go. See, we always tell you if you ever need more information that you did not gather from the weekly news wrap up show, you can go to elwoodcity.org and check it out.
And they have a bee as a mascot.
Okay.
But actually, the bee has been missing on their logo for a while now. And it's because they're trying to raise awareness of the declining bee population. And so they're also hyping the movement of Bring Back the Bees, which is what it's called,
Okay.
by sending out 100 million wildflower seeds across the nation.
Just free.
Yeah, for people to plant
That's awesome.
to help bring back the honeybees.
Well, I remember there was a big hit to the honeybees. I want to say it was just like maybe 2 years ago. They were trying to wipe out, I want to say, mosquitoes. Like they were worried about West Nile virus. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But they, I want to say that like they put down a pesticide and it ended up, it killed the bees. And
my.
the entire beekeeper world was in an uproar because they said that had they been told ahead of time, they could have closed up their bees into the columns and they would have been protected from it because all it did, it killed the bees that were out. You know, it didn't kill the bees in the hive. Oh, that's what it was. Bees, okay, here's how they work in their colony. The worker bees are only given enough food to have enough energy to go out for the day and come back. That's why if you're in your house and there's a bee in your house, it'll be dead in the window the next day. It is because worker bees are only given enough food sustenance to last them a day. So that means they have to come back to the hive.
Right.
So the beekeepers had said had they done the pesticides in the evening, the bees would have all been in their hives and then it wouldn't have killed them. But the honey, you'll notice the price of honey went through the roof. And
Did
that's
it?
why, yeah. That's why I bought honey the other day. It was like $11.
Oh my.
Yeah. And the same size was only about $5.60 last year or the year before. So yeah, it's gone way up. And it's because the honeybee, as a community had a big hit. But that's an amazing idea though, to give out free flowers and have everybody plant them.
Yeah, and anyone that's interested can go to their website and literally just put your address in and your name and
Again,
send you.
we can't name the company, but if you go to elwoodcity.org, the link to that website to get the free wildflowers is there on elwoodcity.org.
Yes, that is correct. Everything that you need to get your free wildflowers, you can find on our site.
That's awesome. All right, so is that all that we have this week?
That's all that we have this week.
All right, Cassie, it was good talking with you. That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in to the weekly news wrap up here on WXCD 107.3. Don't forget, if you can't stick around locally for the duration of the show, pull your car over, and you can always access on your smart devices at www.wxcdfm.com.